How's it?
Ready for action. Ready for action. Ready for action. Orders received. Take this way to the sky.
I don't know. Maybe I should replace the Trooper time sound sync. Anyways, how's it? Hang loose. Today, Sunday, December 11th, the marathon is proceeding as planned. It is why it's a big deal for a lot of people, and why it's such a big deal for moi here is there's Shakespeare on Sunday tonight, and a lot of people are dropping, so I don't know how. So there's odd plans with that, and the marathon, thousands of people, or they'll start like a couple guys from Tanzania or I forget, usually Kenya or one of these places. There'll be a couple runners early, like about 6:30 a.m. And a little bit after that, then there's a couple more of the earlier real runners, and then there's like 1,000 horde, and it goes for hours and hours and hours all throughout the day, and it blocks the bottom. There's like a road, and it goes along that road, so if I go down the road here, it's like you go down there and there's police officers and thousands of people, and it's like so anyhow, so that's okay. So we're gonna do a little old and new, and we're gonna cover some lava stuff. And I don't know, my room thing is just upheaval, so all of this is all pretty much upheaval. I lost the cat ball somewhere right now. The cat ball's gone. I was thinking that I shouldn't do this, but why not? We're gonna do Ghost Box too. Just leave that down there. So let's just jump into a little old and new, because, you know, I don't know, there's times where I get that feeling I don't believe in God, and people tell me stuff, and I'm like, I don't know, gee, maybe you're right. And there's feelings of I'm mad, or, you know, angry at God or something like that. There's different times. And, you know, whether you're mad at God or don't believe in God, it's God first. I mean, imagine there's an afterlife. You guys, God's like, you picked hell on purpose because you had a moody day? Nos Dio Patre Plenius Spiritus Sancti, Venus Sancti Spiritus, Venus Sancti Spiritus. Random, out of the new. Oh, out of the old first, yeah. And light helps. Just read a little bit, no commentary. What we got here? Woohoo! Some real far back. This one, ow! I keep doing it, don't do that. This one's out of 1 Samuel. Preparations for battle. Saul counted on people who were present with him. About 600 men, Saul and his son Jonathan, and the people who were present with them stayed in Geba of Benjamin, but the Philistines' encampment at Michmash, and raiders came out of the camp of the Philistines, and 3 compounds and 1 company turned towards Ophrah in the land of Shual. Another company turned towards Beth Horon, and another company turned towards the mountain that looks down upon the valley of Zeboim, toward the wilderness. Again, it's kind of like battle commences. Thank you, God. Okay, now let's do a new something with rubric. Yeah, there's plenty of rubric here. Oh gosh, what we got? Matthew, chapter 7, 21. If you're keeping track. Concerning self-deception, not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father in heaven. On the day, many will say to me, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name and cast out demons in your name and do many deeds of power in your name? Then I will declare to them, I never knew you. Go away from me, you evildoer. Thank you, Jesus. Put them in their place. They're just going. No commentary. Okay. Okay. All right. So there's been a lot of thing about a couple things in the news. Let's check it out. One is the gigantic shootout. My friend was across the street, so I did a big special at per his request a little bit, and he was thinking it's gonna get big, but didn't quite jump out of the seat. I guess people don't like that real drama crap. They're like, people want to just freaking look at nice stuff like puppies and flowers and butterflies and unicorns and pigs. I don't know. Yeah. So, I don't know. They got the guy. He went crazy. That's about it. Apparently, the guy did, after 8 hours, walk out into the hallway going, okay, I surrender, like this, holding a gun. The guy, put it down, put it down, put it down. And he went like that. And I think he wanted to go out because they call that something, and I'm not going to say it right now. Right? Heart. Heart? Dog? Heart, dog, regret. Ahem. Lauren? Ghost boxes. Lauren murder. I think these ghost boxes are perfectly random.
Crazy.
Don't call me crazy. And the other one is a shark. The shark one is... This is a real tale right out of the Jaws. They're out there in Maui, and this elderly couple, I think in the 60s or so, you know, they're like swimming. The guy is like, oh my God, there's a shark. They said they fought him off. The guy said, I was kind of fighting it off or poking it away. And he kind of got out of the water and turned around and, oh, where's my wife? And she's missing. And so there's this big, giant, over 12-foot tiger shark, which are aggressive. Never mess with, people with the, I pet the puppy dog and now I'm going to pet the shark. I'm at one with the animal. Don't mess with the wild animals. And the last one is the lava. That's right, lava. The lava's slowing down. Oh, look. Look at that. There it is. Lava. Lava's slowing down. And there's a fissure number 4. But there's a big fissure number 3, which is having most of the lava, and it's already a 90-foot cone or something. It's already built up. I mean, it's going along. It's been going along for a little while here, the lava. And so it's slowing down, so now tourists can go. Open up the tours, the floodgates. Let's check out a little bit of this. Oh, okay, I gotta do that first. Open up a little bit. So we're showing this because of, well, there's lava. And there's some articles in this one, right? Oh gosh. Oh, remember back in the day? Oh gosh, 1981. Oh, it was so nice in 1981. 500 entrants from the 1980s, all women, 10,000 meter race in Kaneohe began the course of the alouds at the backdrop. They just love running around here. This is like, they had the marathon on December 7th, but they thought that was tacky after a while. Okay, that's the guy. They got the guy. And there's the giant cone aerial image of Fissure 3 erupting on the northeast rift zone, Mauna Loa. This is on the top of the mountain. So it's like a dual peak of this mountain. I mean, it really is a mountain. If you measured it from the sea floor up to the tippy top summit, it's taller than Everest. Yes, Clarice, taller than Everest. But then there's the ocean. So what do we got here? It's like 12 meters, 12-mile river in some of the text here. It's a 12-mile river of lava threatening the that's one thing they were lured of. The Daniel K. Inouye. Everything's named after Daniel K. Inouye. Our airport's named Daniel K. Inouye. This highway is named everything's Daniel K. Inouye. Long senators. Now also known as Saddle Road. It's largely dead and cooled, having stalled 1.7 miles from the Cross Island Road. It says Cross Island. Han says Fissure 3 is no longer feeding the main flow and instead producing slow-moving, sticky flows that have stayed near the main flow channel within 1.2 miles of the vent, an area more constricted than Thursday. Fissure 3's fountain, which only 2 days ago had shot lava hundreds of feet into the air, dwindled to 30 feet Friday morning, appeared to be even slower later on in the day. So it's pretty much rapidly dropping off in the eruption, scientists say. It's kind of like, it's dropping off. Historically, I think they said that these things last about this particular type of eruption from this particular location, like this, except for a couple of really long exceptions. They're about a 3-week thing. So it's like week 2. Good news is that we're not threatening any longer. The road's safe and everyone can, the fountains below are the minimum 90-foot 5 cone, visible at night, pretty much done everything. Blah, 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 blah. It's threatening. See, they're like more worried about the guy in Saddle Road. I can't drive that other side of that, go all the way around the coast. That's crazy. The lava, and then there's the other factors about the lava. According to the latest update, a Hawaii visitor, that's Volcano Observatory update, tremor, an earthquake-like signal linked to the subsurface fluid movement continues beneath the active fissure. So there's like just rumbling, indicates magma is still being supplied to the fissure, and the volcano is likely to produce lava as long as that signal is being recorded. We're in an unstable part of the eruption right now. It may be days or weeks before we really know when the eruption is going to pause or shut off. So basically, they can't really predict these kind of things. They really can't. There's just not enough information and all that kind of good stuff. And so they're kind of like saying, when it slows down, we're going to tell you it's slowing down. And when it stops, we're telling you it's going to stop. They just got to wait till that happens. It's funny. Just a second there. Had a little technical difficulty. Oh, look, political cartoon. Oh, it's like one of those banshee friggin'. It's like a Grim Reaper on I don't know, some type of vulture, I guess. It's like, oh, we get that lady back. This, and then, oh, the guy was like some horrible person. Okay, yeah. And one teeny one. Guns in public place. Guns right after the shootout. What happened to the thing? What happened? Oh, here it is. Children born witness to Pearl Harbor attack. This is kind of funny. Understand why people voted for Donald Trump. Oh, why did they vote? I look forward to the complete findings of the congressional committee assigned to determine how the events of January 6, 2021 came to happen. The main stated purpose is to find out all and to make sure it never happens again. Oh, like everybody says that every time. That's all well and good, but what might be more important is to find out how 70 million adults in America chose to vote for such a terribly flawed, immoral, seditious, self-serving, and extremely dangerous human being that is Donald Trump. He brought the worst out in us. Jim Killet Lahaina. You know what, Jim? I don't know what to say, but we gotta go look. Oh, yeah, the guy was bad. And 70 million people voted for him. What? Only in America. That's what I gotta say. But honestly, there's one more thing I wanted to look at. Hopefully not making this too long. Because you know something? This lava is attracting tourists. And I don't know about the tourist stuff, but look, a native Hawaiian scholar, Ho'omana Vaunui, was written widely on island deities such as Pele, the goddess of volcanoes and fire. Some also hope the eruption, which the U.S. Geological Service said was continuing despite the reduction of lava flow, might help to fight what we see as infringements on their sovereignty and way of life. Yep, the sovereignty movement's active again. Though they erupted, they hit some tremors. Those include Army's Pahakuloa training site in the lava's path, as well as, this unexploded bombs that the lava was going to go off of, as well as plans with a 30-meter telescope on another sacred volcano, Mauna Kea, which many Hawaiians pose. Ho'omana Nui, who does not use capital letters in her name, said the activity from Mauna Loa served as a reminder that eruptions have the capacity to literally reshape Hawaii depending on how the lava flows.
She's gonna go where she's gonna go.
Or I should say it in the Tutu voice.
She's gonna go where she's gonna go.
So far, the lava is in no hurry. Friday it stalled about 1.7 miles, they saved it stopped. Christmas is saved. Reduced movement, rare fascination. So many people have already rushed to the island, Hawaii's largest by and far in landmass and second largest in population. Authorities have needed the National Guard to manage traffic on the stretch of road at Pahukuloa training area, normally used by the Army for live fire exercises. Its parking area provides a place where people can gaze at the eruption in a distance. Oh, nice. And have a beverage? The drizzle-shrouded spot stands about 6,300 feet above sea level. Over the weekend, a middle school teacher, Kahe'alani David, 41, and her 12-year-old daughter, Veilhire, brought bird of paradise flowers as an offering to leave on the cooled lava from previous eruptions.
We had to be here for this,
David said, emphasizing how important it was to her to see the eruption of Mauna Loa and while the summit of Mauna Kea is nearby. A dormant shield volcano was blanketed in snow. David said Pele, the volcano deity, and her sister, Poli'ahu, the goddess of snow, are talking to one another as the eruption unfolded.
This is part of our ongoing education,
she said, referring to herself and her daughter. Kanaka Maoli, as many native Hawaiians such as David call themselves, account for about 10% of Hawaii's 1.4 million people, although that number rises more than 20% if those are part Hawaiian are included. Outsiders who view the state as a tropical bastion of laid-back living, but beyond that image, ethnic tensions simmer. Rooted in population collapse after Europeans and mainland Americans first arrived in the archipelago, followed by the overthrow of the Hawaiian Kingdom in 1893. Damn you Americans! You and your U.S. soldiers, they stormed the... And it wasn't the U.S. soldiers that stormed the Queen. It was the landowners here. And the annexation of Hawaii by the United States 5 years later. And they were all happy to be a state. The landowners rushed annexation, but they were happy to become a state of Hawaii. Everyone was cheering. Some Native Hawaiians question they are rewriting that part because they have sovereignty agenda. But I don't live on the big island, but no, come kill me. Don't find out where. No, some Native Hawaiians question whether the measure of the outsiders will get pictures of lava while also chafing what they view as oversimplification of their Hawaiian beliefs. For some Kanaka Maoli with genealogical ties to the volcano goddess Pele as deified ancestor, an eruption is something to be accepted and possibly even celebrated. People say here, I have cleaned my house, prepared everything to welcome her, said Ho'omana Nui. This is her land, she can take it. Chandre Fitri is a lawyer and hula practitioner who lived viewing the site with her 5 children, said it would be fine with her if the lava overran parts of the army training area, which sprawled over 133,000 acres, roughly the size of Guam, on that big island, and has emerged as a target of ire for activists who view the desecration of land seized by the U.S. government in 1890s. That would show a higher power taking over, said Ferretti 36. This place, like our lands, statewide and across the Pacific even, should not serve as a target practice, she added, referring to sites around the Pacific that have been blasted with napalm, nuclear bombs, and other weapons. All from an eruption. Others gathered at the viewing site expressed different concerns, eyeing the possibility that the eruption could cut through the island's main highway.
Our only Costco is on the other side of the island,
said Brad Simone, 60, a homeowner who moved to California 3 decades ago. That's a difference.
That sounds like a minor thing elsewhere.
He added,
but it's a big deal on this island.
Oh gosh. Yeah, oh my gosh. So there's lots to that, and I just want to make this update and try to do a sort of a thing like I had before, but I don't know. Sorry if it's too long. But have a happy Sunday. Bye now. Aloha to you. Fresh aloha to you. Step on the lava, Step on the lava, Aloha to you. Oh, fresh aloha to you.